Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Kaldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Kaldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No. Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Kaldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Kaldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob Kaldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Kaldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin.
Royal Protector, how naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Sword can't still my heart. Cast you in cold marble. Corvo Atano, how handsome you are for a man of your age. And how long had you hidden the mark of the outsider? I expect it's a wonderful story.
I'll lock him in the Empress's chambers, and then I'll bring him to Coldridge Prison to tell his trial. My father lost it all. Sent me to the City Watch, one step above begging. Think I had to take your orders? Corvo Atano, son of a Zirconan tradesman.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lord Corvo, what happened?
That'll be all, Captain Mayhew. Oh! So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half? There's a legend in the City Watch, the Empress's last resort, the safe room inside your daughter's chambers, is holding enough gold to buy an island. And they say this is one of the only two keys.
What happened? Alexei, the throne room, Emily. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Sir, how long is it going to take?
Get your horses, Corvo. Dial. Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world. He's old blood. One of the good few. Dunwall always has a way of turning sour, just as soon as you get comfortable.
Lord Protect... is Lady Emily all
There's a
right?
coup underway. She's imprisoned for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Maybe through Emily's safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for you. Get away and help Emily.
I'm sorry, Captain Mayhew. Goodbye. These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Zirconos.
As we both know, whoever's killing off my detractors is doing so for calculated effect, undermining me. The Crown Killer is being guided by someone. But who? Tomorrow's the anniversary of Mother's death. A sad day for us both. but I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years.
Disloyal dogs.
The throne room blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the King and Queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain. Ramsey's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's anyone else's fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsey is too dangerous to be left in play. Get over to one of the other districts.
Think you're smart? I'll find you. He's been knocked out. Where are you?
Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily. Anton Sokolov made this lock. Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune. Out into the world once more. How many people had forgotten this mask? This could be handy. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. I'll need this. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. I've got to get out of Dunwall. Delilah turned Emily to stone. I will find a way to make her flesh again. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Corvo Atano has apparently fled the towers. We've got to find him. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
Traitorous dog.
Empress
I
Emily
need to find a ship.
Royal Protector Corvo Atano are now wanted criminals. Let me remind you, there's a reward for your help in capturing enemies of the state. Corvo Atano is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring the Royal Protector will be fined and arrested.
People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
That's Corvo Atano! You're dead!
Hey, who is...
Let's see what you got. No! Damn it!
You aren't going anywhere. Take that!
He's wounded! Let's finish him!
It's you and me now. Just once I'd like to see a fight. Just
Hey,
one
who is-
time. Huh? Is that too much to ask?
What's going on here?
No.
Road is blocked.
Who's running around over
I don't know that ship, but maybe the captain could...
Come here! Fight, coward! I can't see any way to strike at me there!
What are you waiting for?
Come on! Wait, where is he? I know you're here somewhere. Be on your guard, right, boys?
Come on.
You don't stand a
won't
chance
hurt you.
anyway.
It's been hard today. I wonder who that was.
What am I going to do? Hey, over here. Lord Protector, forgive me for saying it, but you look like death warmed over.
Let's go. Something's not right, but it seems familiar somehow. I remember this endless cold. Where are you? You might as well show yourself.
Corvo, old friend. Do I even have to say it? You've lost another Empress. Delilah was born a pawn, but now she's got the throne. 15 years ago, the assassin Dowd could have warned you about her if you'd bothered to ask, but you were too busy for questions. Times have changed, Corvo, and you haven't been watching the dark corners of the world. Maybe living in a palace has made you soft. What happens when you push a man farther than he ever thought he could go? Does he snap? And what happens when he tries to go home? Maybe you'll finally learn what it feels like to kill an Empress. Dowd could have told you about that, too.
I felt this so long ago. The void. It was still there all along. Never thought I'd be here again. Feels as good as I remember. Now I'm going to save my daughter and win back her throne.
I know you. Do you remember?
Who is Delilah, really? Jessamine's sister? Bearing the outsiders?
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Maybe I got lazy. Fell asleep at my post. Somehow everything I love is at risk. Again. Last time I saw Karnaca, I was just 18, boarding a ship bound for Dunwall. It was dawn and I'd been up all night dancing 3 sheets to the wind. I was puffed up with the old Duke's favor, and I thought I was the greatest swordsman the Isles had ever known. For over 3 decades, I've lived in a palace, watching over the people I love. I've had an empress die in my arms, and raised another from birth. Who would have thought I'd come back home, the most wanted man in the Isles, following the trail of a monstrous killer? What would that 18-year-old think of me now?
Must be cursed. Daft. Man, this is some shit. Back to that site. See what you like her in the old days. She's almost as secretive as you say.
All right, you've explained part of it. What were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers. The Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready. Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
I'd take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Adamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Adamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Adamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Maybe I should have it looked at.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
Which ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The dreadful whale. No. On the register. Maybe one of the recent importers from Moyle.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask a friend who's with the Grand Guard to take a squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time to load up whatever contraband is there.
Good thought. They give us a piece of a confiscation.
That's Adamire in the distance.
I told her 1,000 times. It ain't my
used to
job
make
check
good
on the
money.
I missed the time when I could go to sleep without wondering if I'd wake up.
What the?
Huh? Where am I gonna find the money for that? I thought that... Hey! Ah! 2 coins for that cat lap? Well, no more, thank you. Place is a dump anyway.
Feels safe. What is wrong with this city?
I bet my last coin is gonna be Brian Hagfish again.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence,
Just make it through this shit.
If only I had a boat of my own.
And I can go and have a mug of
That's the lie.
due to the political
myself.
assassination conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin.
Whole day's work. Oh, that's a laugh. How would she know what a court is?
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money. Give him a chance to tell his side.
It wasn't his fault, Maya.
I'm sorry, every now and then one of those Grand Guard bastards pulls a stunt like that. It's getting worse. But I might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
There's a stack of goods that no one's claimed in one of the holding warehouses. I happen to know that no one's gonna claim it ever, because it was dropped from a boat, loading up for Freightport. It's good stuff. Spices and dried fish. Maybe worth more than what you lost.
That's a good deal, Maya.
Oh, thank you, Vince.
All right. Still not fair than just taking what was ours, but we appreciate what you're offering. If it's like you say, and we can find buyers, then it'll get us through the next month.
Good, good.
Is there something wrong?
You saw something?
Halfway up, a cable broke and we lost 11 workers. Never even made it into the mine. Those cables weren't made to carry so many people.
Huh. I was pretty sure I took it with me.
So where's the cargo?
I don't see any signs of Farrell. He seems to be late.
Or maybe we're early.
He should be here, with the Red Shark. This is unacceptable. I have a very tight schedule.
Don't worry, you'll make it eventually. If not today, then tomorrow.
Is that a joke? Santiago Fisheries have a reputation to maintain. We have clients all over the Isles. Do I need to remind you that fish is a delicate cargo? We can't afford any delays.
Which is a nice way of saying it's fish that's already gone bad.
You can just tell your clients that here in Karnaca, we like it very.
Let's see what you've got.
I miss the time when I could go to sleep without wondering.
Damn.
Fellow Serconans,
We're printing new posters soon. That usually brings in a few more workers each week.
and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serconos, now royal consort to the Empress. For 3 days following the Duke's return to Karnaca, all officials...
Let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
...against foot traffic near the Grand Palace.
Hey, come here. I have something. My name's Mindy Blanchard. And that mask tells me you're someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
You want me to bring you a corpse? What's the story there?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll consider it. An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
I'll take that deal. Glad we could do business. You won't regret it. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. News isn't good, they say. They should do like... This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. I shouldn't deal with strangers.
Wouldn't miss that.
infested, all right. We used to throw rocks at these nests when I was young. Just go slow and mind the distance. Easy. I'm a wanted man again. Welcome home. Wall of light from the time of the rat plague.
You ready?
verse in this place.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
Oh. Oh.
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here, and I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge, or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
I owe you. They would have burned me to ashes. I was a fool to say no to the Grand Guard. The Duke lets the Grand Guard make up new laws and taxes on the spot. Totally corrupt.
Come in, my friend. I like how you spend. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
Careful with that sword. Vanguard won't like it.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes at each enclave. Here in the city, for instance. Anyone here? No mercy!
Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
This heretic's body is important. Understand the situation.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Hold closest to the 7 strictures.
Come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got him. Put it down in the... Good job.
A mind to organize another theater outing.
The last time? No.
For too long, the streets would run red.
I'm thinking of having a picnic soon on the back lawn.
See, for our sweet embrace, as a leader of me, she worked hard to impress. But chains and packs had little success.
What would you say to a day at the Botanical Gardens?
Distress. Haku, Haku, what is it to you?
Let's ask the land agent to re-inspect the riverside drains. Sure.
That will be just the thing.
outsider could be found across the Isles.
She affected a look of innocence, but I definitely heard something. Better check.
Left by those within the Outsider's wicked cabal. Those cursed figures.
Hello?
But strictures. What the? I'll cure the world from the likes of you.
Could I interest you in a game of cards later?
There wasn't a road that may help her.
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
So dead.
Of course I can read. What is it? I'm stupid. Letters, pencil.
Welcome to Winslow Safes. Feel free to have a look around.
Every coin I pick up brings me closer to making things right again. This must be the alchemist's apartment. Alexandria Hypatia. So much misery under tyrants like the Duke. More corpses, more blood flies.
After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason, I'll do what I can to make their lives better, and to provide comfort to their families. It's my obsession, this work, and the impact it will have on the least privileged people in Karnaca. The original plague elixirs. I'm close to something.
When I find Hypatia, I'll see what she knows about the Crown Killer.
laughing over rum about how you...
Yo, sure, yeah, he knows how to talk with the boss.
What in the void? What's that?
We got a gunshot?
What was that?
Like it's looking right inside me.
I feel so...
Ever been to that serpentine house? Shoot the dinosaur, chasing the ladybirds.
Chrome's hand, are you kidding? It's all out.
What? Am I seeing things? Hello? Don't make me search the whole place. Time for that.
Come back here! Collect this back! Void!
It'll be safe to touch the carriage rails now. The Addermeyer Institute is my best chance of tracking down the Crown Killer. Alexandria Hypatia turned an old solarium into a center for medicinal knowledge that's famous throughout the Isles. She's an alchemist, brilliant and dedicated to helping the miners in Karnaca and their families. If anyone knows what happened to Sokolov and where this all leads, she will.
prison.
Looks like they're doing maintenance on the carriage relay again. Should we check it out?
Nah. Just making sure it's still in order, I guess. Nobody comes around anymore. But you never know when the Duke's gonna send someone out to get you.
So what do you think, then?
I don't know. Coming back at dawn, smudges of blood on the windows. I don't know what to think. Maybe the Duke found some new bear or ape from Bandicia. Keeps me up at night just thinking about it.
Let's have a look.
It looks waiting for me?
I've been waiting for you.
Somehow.
You didn't go anywhere after all.
He's saying something.
The Duke of Serkonos.
Huh? What? Guards! Someone! I don't want to die. What? Somebody's not feeling well.
I guess Dr. Hypatia's not seeing patients anymore.
Hey, who is...
Huh?
Damn you! You aren't going anywhere! Take...
The key might be in Hypatia's office.
Make sure she stays where we want her. Patient never loses.
something. I'm not seeing things.
You're Hamilton? Why did they lock you up? You know something?
I swear, I know what I saw. Hooded. I just caught a glimpse. So much hate in the eyes. As if the world needed more of that. I'm not seeing things. I hope they didn't steal my notes. I need to go back to my room. They took my key. I thought I could... I don't know. What a fool I was.
The bloodflies have gotten out of hand here.
Are you a patient of mine? I'm sorry. I should know that.
I'm here to ask you about something.
Do you cover your face because you were hurt? The afflictions we treat here are more common than anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov? Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Kirin Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? A patient of yours?
The Crown Killer? That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh yes, the murders. I was in Dunwall, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting things. The Crown Killer is an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could help with that. It's just... I used to do such good work, and now my memory is failing me. Who is that calling me? Excuse me.
What's wrong with you?
Dr. Hypatia did this. She's the crown killer. But she's not herself. She developed a serum trying to help the miners. The first version caused horrible changes to her mind. It's too late for me, but maybe you can still save her. She's a good person.
What can I do?
In my safe, in disease treatment, you'll figure out how to make the counter serum help her. The safe code is 902.
I've always wondered what your flesh tastes like, my dear assistant.
She's gone. What happened? Let's see what's in here. Her assistant's book. I hope this works. It's ready.
Sickness, weakness, fear. My sister's prison. No, not back to sleep. Won't go. I won't give it back.
You did well finding Anton Sokolov, my friend. The old man is with Kiran Jindas, who is prying him apart, digging out all his secrets, adding Sokolov's knowledge to his own. Who knows what wonders of natural philosophy Jindosh will reveal in future days. But it's time for you to come out once again. Time to play. We have need for your special talents.
Doctor.
Doctors due for a trip to
Yes. I'm sorry. Something's not right with me. Maybe I contracted something working with infectious samples.
No, someone was poisoning you. But you should be better now. I found some alchemical notes and made a counter serum.
Poisoning me?
Don't worry, I'm going to take care of it. If you need a place to lay low for a few days, come find us. I'm staying with an ally on a boat called the Dreadful Whale. Need new boots after this.
I so enjoy watching history warp. as word.
What should I say when it comes up?
Next time someone mentions it, just tell them that the Duke... Once that watchtower is down, Megan can pick me up.
Sokolov's out there somewhere. He needs us. Can we leave this place yet? I don't like it. Ready now?
Yes. Let's head out for the dreadful whale.
What happened?
Hypatia was the crown killer.
That's impossible.
Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her, but there was an antidote, so she'll live. If she remembers the murders, she'll have to deal with that.
And Sokolov?
He's been moved to the house of a man named Karen Jindosh.
The Duke's grand inventor. Supposedly brilliant.
Another genius. Just what we needed.
I need Anton Sokolov, but he's missing. Held by another inventor named Kiran Jindosh, who no doubt wants whatever secrets Sokolov holds in his head. Jindosh is the mad inventor who armed Karnaca with clockwork killing machines, the city where I grew up and trained, where I won the Duke's tournament when I was still a boy. They say the clockwork soldiers are the equal of Karnaca's best fighters now. I'm going to put that to the test. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.